Okay, so what I was saying, I feel like if I say like, okay, I want to have this, like, I want to have those goals achieved, or I want to have this amount of money, I feel like I limit myself, because it might be more, like, you know, in a year than I would be able to think of now. Like, it doesn't have to be something materialistic, but, you know, I could be somewhere totally different, which I mean, I'm always like,
I feel like that is a very that is like something I would think that you like wouldn't want to do, just because you are so open to new experiences.
Yeah, and I just like, I mean, I know what I want. Like, I definitely want to, you know, have the focus on the music and the horses, but I don't want to say like, okay, it has to be like this and like that. I know I will grow, because I feel like the past 2 years I more like found myself and really know what I want and how my life has to look like, or not necessarily has to, like, it's not fixed, you know. Maybe next year I will be in Australia, like, who will know? And I'm like, you know,
that's so true,
traveling
why
around and surfing
box
and stuff.
ourselves in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's
I don't
hard,
want anyone to like limit themselves with possibilities, or like with their mindset, because your mind is what keeps you growing and going in the end, because that's who sets the triggers and sets the steps so you can go and move ahead. Like, maybe I'm traveling, like, I don't know, down the West Coast and give concert with a cute boyfriend, you know, and I don't know, but maybe I will do more Western riding or jumping. I mean, I do feel like I wanna maybe have like a young jumping horse in Germany again and train it out, because I just miss of like having like a horse that's really like your own and that you train. Like, I love training for others and do that, and it can be beneficial in a lot of aspects, but I don't know. But also Elsa is like, she improved so much with her jumping, so I definitely wanna have the time to, you know, teach her and help her with that so she can do that. But I'm gonna do that regardless. Like, I mean, I can always manage, even if I'm in the States, I can manage to still, you know, make sure she's getting good horse riding education, because I'm always like going back and forth a little bit. But yeah, I feel,
who would watch her, I guess, like, in the meantime?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, my mom is also watching her, like, people, and I know like my horse, like Amor, is so trained so well, so he can teach her a lot. Oh, you see these cars?
So there's also houses up there. I think they're up on like a little bit of a hill, so there's a little bit of like a driveway leading up to them. But these ones are more secluded, I would say.
Yeah.
You can't just walk.
And also, do you believe like thoughts become things and the words you speak out become reality?
Yeah, definitely. I think with some things now, like with music, like we just listen to too many songs for any of that to actually stick. Like, I think if like you listen to one on repeat, it could work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think like kind of how, I think there's so many factors influencing like all of our decisions, and like there's also a lot of external factors.
Yeah,
so it's very unpredictable, but I do think that even just like a small thing could push us in the right direction. I just don't think we know what it's going to be.
Okay, yeah.
And I think having a good mindset is like good regardless.
Okay, if I would wanna, like, if I have to say some things, I think I wanna give, I know I wanna give concerts next year. So that's one of the things I could say, right? This. And then, but location and all of that, I don't know, it can be so many things. But yeah, what about you? Like,
this doesn't go anywhere. Sorry, the road doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're apologizing to the vlog. It's really, really nice of you.
I know, I'm just so.
I also like these. They are also cute.
Yeah. These look neat too.
You know what is so funny? I never thought I would live in Florida ever. And I would never think I would see houses like this in Florida. I don't know why, but it was just never on the top of my mind.
I didn't know these existed.
Yeah, and I'm so glad I get to see this, and also I'm so glad that we live in the same time and area.
Oh, time. That's a good.
Yeah,
point.
like honestly.
We could have been born in different time periods.
Yeah,
and never
imagine.
met.
Like that's something I've been thinking about so much more lately, because all the people I met, like they could have been not born in my time, and how lucky we are that we. Oh, are you laying? I don't know. I have to think about Rana, but it's laying. Just see it everywhere. Okay. It feels like we are going in the jungle or something.
The jungle, yeah, because there's no houses
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
Suddenly,
Oh, there's some houses. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to live.
I love my Converse. I just want to show them real quick.
Oh yes, they're so cute. Are they new?
They are new, and I love that they are like this ordered. You know, like it's not.
Platform.
Yeah, no, but this, they are this.
Oh, they have the logo?
No,
Or
it's
high
like
top.
no.
I'm so bad
It's
at this.
like this ordered. It's not really. The circus not going like this, but like this. It's like off. This is all off.
Damn it, this is a dead end too. Sorry, vlog. You gotta cut that out because I think they'll demonetize
Yeah, maybe so.
Okay, I guess what surprises you the most about Florida, or what are some like misconceptions people, I guess, in Europe or Germany?
Actually, that's a good
have
question.
about
Like,
Florida?
okay, first of all, I feel like people in Europe always only talk about New York and California, because that's like, those are the most, I don't want to say popular states, but people talk about it a
I
lot.
think they're the best with like, they have a very
They have LA and New York.
rounded, like, I don't know, just like their image is really good. Like they almost
Yeah.
like
So, but I honestly, I really want to go to Montana and Wyoming and Utah and all of that, like the Wild West, because I'm just so curious. And also I want to go to Alaska so bad, because the nature I think is
my parents have
amazing.
been on a cruise, but you could fly there too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think I would want to fly. But like with Florida, the first time ever going to the States was me going to Miami, actually. And I don't know, I didn't really have any expectations for Miami, or like my picture wasn't so, it was kind of blurry. Like I was like, I'm kind of open. I was 17, like it was like a family trip. But I don't want to say I was disappointed, but I kind of was like, oh, so this is America. And it was like, but the US is not just Miami, and Miami is not just the US. And I did like it in some ways, but then I kind of thought like, oh, if all Florida is like Miami, I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if I feel that vibe,
Right.
But honestly, I think Jacksonville has much prettier beach than Miami. And I didn't expect that, and I didn't know it because I didn't even. Yeah,
Like easier to get to.
Yeah, and Miami has like pretty buildings and houses too, but it's not so. I don't know. Miami to me doesn't really feel like a city where you live. It feels like a city where you party, but it doesn't really feel like. I don't know. It's just so
It's
much
hard to
going on
imagine,
there.
Yeah, living there longer than like a year. I do think that once again, I always bring it up, but like architecture is a big thing for me. I want to live
Yeah.
somewhere with like nice architecture. I can walk around and just like
Yeah.
feel like I'm walking around a museum, but I really am just walking around the city.
Yeah.
Like I love the beauty in that, and then like Miami has that, and their Art Deco district is beautiful. Like their buildings are really unique, but
Yeah, well, I haven't actually really seen that, honestly. I do remember like all the skyscrapers like close to the beach, which is kind of impressive too, but because I never feel like I have that anywhere else in that extreme. I do need to go back, because honestly I've only been once, and it's like it was 2017-18 when I was in Miami, so I feel like I would get different
yeah, true.
perspective
You
on it.
actually would probably enjoy the nightlife, even if it is.
I've never been to the nightlife,
Yeah,
so.
it's just a total, like, it's a total opposite of the nightlife in New York. Like, everything that New York is, Miami isn't it? Like, I don't know, like, New York kind of, like, they appreciate, like, more of, like, toned down, like, classic beauty, I guess. And, like, Miami, it's all,
totally.
like, bigger is better. Like,
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like Florida also has a lot of pretty nature parts, Like Swanee River is actually also cool, you know. And then also driving through Florida, you have like, you know, the alligator parts you pass, and then you have forests too. And I don't know, like the beaches, like I mean I haven't really been down south, but like what is it called, like Fort Myers and all of that, like they really have to see like have very nice beaches where you can swim with dolphins like naturally. And I just never really thought about that. Like everyone always just talks about the beaches on the West Coast, so I don't know. But yeah, there's just so much more. So I don't know, like you never should have a fixed opinion about anything or a location, because it can be changed. And it's also so much, like I feel like it's influenced also about your like, or from your experience you have, and like with the people you go there. Because for me, like I kind of had like not the best experience like as an au pair in the Bay Area, so I can't say I like it, you know, because
of that experience.
Yeah, because I honestly think it's a nice place, but
so sometimes it is like what you did there that kind of defines the place.
Yeah, and
didn't Billie say something like that in the song? She's like, you make me hate this city.
Oh yes, yeah. And I went to the Billie Eilish concert like in San Francisco, so I do have a good memory about San Francisco just for that. And also because that was her Happier Than Ever tour, and that's like in Happier Than Ever she says that you made me hate the city. And I also have that in one of my songs.
That is really true.
Yeah, that is so true.
Especially if it's something like related to like dating or love. Like I think it does, like love is very consuming, and like
oh my gosh, yeah, because I have this song and I wrote it kind of about this person, and I hated one particular place so much because of that person, because it didn't end good, and then I had to drive by so many times, because actually I recorded it with someone that was kind of not living there, but I had to drive through that area to get to him, which was so like, you know, I was writing this song about this experience, and then I had to drive through that city or that city part all the time, and I was like, oh, I fucking hate this city, you know. So it's very true. Actually, that's like one of the questions, like last concert you've been to. It's coming up later, and it was my last concert. It was my first concert, the Billie Eilish concert, which is so crazy because it was a fucking Billie Eilish concert. Yeah. You know, it was my first concert, and
wait, oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's, one of the questions too.
Yeah. So, what was your first concert?
Oh, I think it was probably Miley Cyrus.
Oh, really?
But when she was still Hannah Montana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She would perform us both on stage, so she'd perform like the first half. What's it called? Of the set or the set list? Or the first half of the set, like as Miley, and then she'd go and she'd transform into Hannah. So you would like she'd disappear off the stage, and then I think her dad came on and like played a song while she was like changing into like the hair and stuff, which was, and I think they sang a song together. I actually have a pretty good memory of that. I went with my mom and like
that sounds so nice. I saw the Hannah Montana house in Malibu, and it was like the house I was thinking about when I talked about Malibu and the houses, because it's so pretty, like the Hannah Montana house, like from the show.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it because I've been to my Malibu and it was there.
You'll have to show me. Did you take photos? Or is it not open to the public?
Yeah, like didn't go in, you know, but you could like kind of, because the living room has like big windows, so you could really see in the house. And I never really watched Hannah Montana. I was like a big fan.
Yeah.
Not because, I don't know, I just didn't really watch it.
There was also just so many TV shows on at that time.
Yeah, but I think it was like, looking back now, I wished I would have been a fan. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, I think it was a really cool concept in a way. And I do like Miley Cyrus a lot, especially now. Like, she's such a rock star personality, and she just doesn't care, you know. I love that. Okay, so how would you spend a time alone? Like, what would you do?
Oh, I do that. I don't know. Yeah, I do that on my days off, and like none of my coworkers have the same day off as me. Like, I've met a lot of people through my work, and I know Grant. I met people through Grant, but still, like sometimes there's like no one available to do things, and I'll just go off and do them on my own. Which isn't like, you don't always need someone with you.
No, totally.
But I would say is so cute, and there's like a bunch of like very nice restaurants that like I think that they should go to before they leave because I'm coming from out of town.
Yeah.
So I will go to that area like in the morning, and I'll get coffee and I'll walk around, and even like even if I don't necessarily go to the gym, like it still feels like exercise.
Yeah.
But I will sometimes do a yoga class and then do that. So I don't know.
Oh, that sounds
like,
great.
Yeah, so it's cute. And then I'll like stop by the bookstore, look at like their new books that they've gotten in, and I'll take photos. I try not to buy too many like like copies of books because I can download them. And yeah, but I'll like take photos of the covers and be like, okay, I'm gonna read this one day.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And I did that with you, literally, right?
Yeah, I was
did.
like, yeah, that seems like a day we also did, you know, so you did it alone.
I've done it alone before, but like sometimes, you know, you have those days and you're like, wait, I want to experience this with someone.
Yeah, but I think it's such a healthy attitude, like, or mindset to just do it if you feel like it, even though you don't have anyone. And like a lot of people struggle with it. I don't really see why. Like, I mean, yeah, if you really like, you know, your friends, which you should, I mean, that's like, but like, you know, like, it is fun to spend time with people you like and love and this and that and the other, but I do think it's fun to spend your time alone. But for me, it's honestly a very easy question because I would just write all day. That's that, and do music, and I do that like most of the time. I do it alone anyway, so that's fine.
And you did tell me that's like the one thing in life you cannot live without, like you have to
and it makes me so happy, and it also gives me comfort because I know I can be happy alone, like literally just with a horse, like that's all you need, and like maybe a piano and so on, but
music studio.
Yeah, and like some art, like I could also paint all day.
It would be so nice if like I feel like everyone had access to that. Like, why isn't music studios like libraries where?
Oh my god, that is such a good idea. Honestly.
And it can be like a shared space because I feel like only schools that have like music programs have those. But
that is valid.
Why is it not? Because like music is like a universal experience,
and it's a universal language.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go walk a little bit.